YouTube, what the crap's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and I wanted to do a quick video just talking about a couple of small things. I'm sure the Realm of the Wood Elves DLC is probably near at hand. They talked about it a while ago. It's probably not too far out. It would make sense for it to release this time of year. There's a lot of games selling anyway, and so I feel like we're going to see it soon. I'm going to talk about a couple of things that I think could be cool in the Realm of the Wood Elves DLC, and whether or not they'll be there. Obviously, at this point, if what I'm talking about isn't part of it as it is, then it's not going to be there, because I'm sure they've already gone through most of the development and everything. They're probably getting this stuff finalized and ready to go. So let's talk about it real quick. So two things I want to talk about. One, first off, the Lord that I think that we'll probably see, at least one of the Lords we'll probably see, is going to be Ariel, the Queen of Athel Loren. I'm going to read just a little bit to you. This comes from a Warhammer wiki, because obviously I am no master of the lore in Warhammer. And Ariel, it says, is the Queen of Athel Loren. She presides over the realm together with Orion, the same Orion that we're seeing get shot up here, so just for fun. And it says that she is a demi-goddess, and she's the avatar of Isha, the ancient elven goddess of nature. It goes on to talk about kind of what she is and how powerful she is. Apparently her magic, basically she can command all the forces of nature. She can cause the forest to grow, and again, all these nature commanding forces. It'd be kind of cool to see her get her own unique lore of magic potentially here. I guess if the lore supports that. It sounds to me to be potentially, I know that many of us might just see her coming across with like lore of life or something. But, I mean, lore of life to me would be a little bit boring. Sure, you got the Dwellers Below and, you know, Awakening of the Woods, stuff like that, which could kind of be tied to her, but I hope they do something different and unique with her in terms of giving her something that matches what we're reading about here. So that's one thing. Number one, I hope the Lord, at least one of the Lords we see, is Ariel, and I hope she has a unique lore of magic. One other point on Ariel is that it talks about how, it says, when enemies enter the forest of Loren, Ariel shifts shape into her sylph-like war aspect. She grows almost twice the height of an ordinary elf and unfolds huge wings like those of a gigantic moth. So I had an idea, and I was thinking through this, and again, maybe this is the way CA goes. If they bring her in, maybe not. But what if Ariel has a transform ability that's kind of like what we saw from Malice Darkblade? She has a certain form, and maybe she's kind of a caster, and again, I don't know, maybe she never loses her casting ability, but when she transforms, she gains more melee prowess and becomes a different type of character. So for instance, she grows these wings. What if she became more like Sarthariel in terms of the way that she interacts in melee, right? A unit that doesn't necessarily fly, but maybe she's bouncing around just above the ground, kind of like he does. Holy camera shake, Batman. It's getting absolutely nuts. Zoom in on another one. But yeah, so anyway, that's just an idea I had for Ariel. First of all, I think if she has her own unique lore of magic, it'd be really cool. I'd love to see some spells, especially ones that will really play on maybe the woods around, or something that creates woods to help give certain bonuses to her troops. Just cool stuff like that, okay? Summoning up units of dryads. I don't know. Just I feel like there's lots of cool stuff that they could do with a unique lore of magic for her and make her a unique character. And then, like I said, the transform ability on top of that would, again, make her very unique as well. So I'd love to see Ariel in the game, and I'd like to see that just those kind of couple things with her. Again, just kind of basic stuff here. If y'all have other thoughts, I'd love to see what you have in the comments, or if you think that what I have is a problem, or maybe you know a better way to expand on it. Again, I'm not a master of lore here. I'm just giving you my 2 cents based on the little bit I've read. All right, one other thing that I wanted to talk about with the Wood Elves, and I'm sure we'll probably see something like this, is I'm sure we're going to see a rework of their campaign mechanics. Right now, their campaign mechanics are boring. Basically, anything you capture that isn't the forest, you really can't do much with it. You have to get Amber to get the units that are of the different, you know, class. Like if you pick Durthu, I think you have to have the Amber to have the actual elf units. And if you have Orion, you've got to have the Amber to get the wood or forest spirit units, or whatever you want to call them. That's boring, and it's lame, and it's way past due to have that change. So I think we all probably agree that we'll see some changes there. Whether they keep Amber and do something different with it or whatever, I have an idea for them. I think it'd be really cool if there were certain buildings and, let's say, like rites and rituals, especially since we've seen rites and rituals brought into the games, that help the Wood Elves spread the forest to a key area of their choosing Maybe it's through agents, abilities, buildings, all kinds of things that could help them spread the forest. And you could pick a place, and let's say that it's like a desert. It would take a lot longer. It would be really hard to spread the forest there, but you could actually maybe do it, and the map would literally change over time, kind of like when you have vampiric and, you know, other types of attrition, like chaos attrition. It'd be really cool to see that you are actually spreading the woods, and that as you spread the woods, maybe your armies get some bonuses for fighting within the woods, right? And that kind of becomes like a mechanic that the Wood Elves can play, or it gives you less upkeep or faster replenishment, or like whatever it is. There could be any number of things you could do, I think, to help make that fun, to kind of have like a forest growing mechanic that comes along with the Wood Elves. So I would like to see something like that implemented. If CA comes up with their own idea that isn't this, as long as it's fun, as long as it makes the Wood Elves more desirable to play, I'd be all about it, because right now they're just not a very desirable campaign faction. That's the reason why I haven't played a campaign with them in a very long while. It's because compared to the other Mortal Empires campaigns we have out there with a lot of factions, it would just be very lame. Very lame compared to what you can do with most folks. So I think another cool thing they could do is split up. I know Durthu starts technically in a different place than Orion, but they're right next door to each other. They should split up the starts, and whatever new lords they bring in too, they should also split their starts. And if possible, it'd be cool to see one of the Wood Elf lords at least end up in the Vortex campaign, kind of like what we saw with Marcus Wolfhart. So anyway, just a couple of quick thoughts there. If you have your own thoughts, again, I would love to see them in the comments, but I just wanted to put this together. Nothing crazy special. I don't have any inside information on the Realm of the Wood Elves. I don't know when it's going to release. All of this is just speculation and want on my part. Things that I would like to see, things that I think could be cool. But again, I would love to see what you all think too. And as we learn more about the Realm of the Wood Elves DLC, obviously I'll be covering it here, and I'll try and do so in great detail and get you all caught up. Anyway, HeirofCarthage signing out for now. Hope you all enjoyed just a quick talk about what we may be seeing in the future of Total War Warhammer 2 when they give us the next Wood Elf DLC that was mentioned prior.